Marketplace's fastest mini bike. And man, this thing is cool. Like the Supermoto wheels on it, the street tires, got BBR bars. I mean, it's like fully kitted out. Apparently, an older lady that I got it from, her ex-husband, built this thing for her. Believe it or not, that's the story that she gave me. And they used to take it, I believe, the person before, or her ex-husband something, used to take it to the track. And that's why it looks the way it does. And this thing is pretty quick. I mean, just for what it is, I don't know if it's the big bore kit. I was trying to do a little bit of research and see, like, compare the heads to factory 50cc CRFs, but I couldn't really get anything off of it. But it does have tons of upgrades. I don't know if these are actually BBR bars, but it is the BBR mount for the bars. Has BBR throttle tube and throttle cable there. Has the heat wrapped exhaust, which is pretty nice. It's got FMF Power Core number 4 on it, which is pretty cool. These exhausts, I guess it'd be the full system there. And the exhausts are pretty expensive, and it sounds super good. Looks like it does have a new coil and wire on there, an aftermarket wire. What did I say? A Bando ignition wire there. I did get a new spark plug. This thing really just needs cleaned up. It's a 2003 XR 50. It says here on the frame XR50, and I guess the CRFs and XRs are basically the same thing. Gonna need an air filter, that's for sure.
Cyber, you made this?
So I'm gonna get this thing cleaned up, just so I have a clean work area and it'll look nice once it's all cleaned up. That carbon fiber cover there is pretty nice. So this is the fit. This is what I usually ride in right here. You guys are gonna get used to it. And I can't believe there haven't been comments already. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah, let's go for a ride on the fastest 50 that I've ever rode. Because this thing, can't imagine a kid riding this. The lady did say it wasn't built for kids, so. Woo! This thing can be dangerous. And that's with like the highest sprocket ratio that you can go with, like acceleration. And the top speed still is insane. I think it may be the big bore. The way the cylinder and everything looks, it looks a lot bigger than a factory 50cc. It's like super close to the wheel here. So that may be the big bore kit. I asked the lady if she knew what was done with it. She didn't have any clue. So that was her ex-husband. So I think he may have left this thing in her house and she sold it out from under him. So, but anyway, I got a good deal on it. So. Yeah, bud. Gotta get her rolling. You should not be able to do power wheelies on the smallest dirt bike ever. Like, this is a 50cc and it does power wheelies like it feels like I'm riding a 110 on a 50cc frame. This thing is insane, dude. I think it has bigger tires on it than factory because the kickstand is kind of short. So I think it might have some bigger tires, bigger wheels and tires on it. This thing's a beast. I'm gonna have some fun on this thing. Wonder how these tires hold up on the dirt. I'm gonna hit this hill climb here behind. Woo! That took out the dang power line. Oh. Let's get the carburetor cleaned on this thing. Looks like this thing is also equipped with an aftermarket CDI box, which on these little things can produce a little bit, I guess, more fuel, more spark. And you usually put those CDI boxes on when you do big bore kits on this little thing. This thing is an all-out mini race bike. Get away! I don't like you. I'm still swelled up from your red brother from yesterday. All right, well, we got this thing up on the stand. Just gave it a bath, and it cleaned up pretty well. First thing we're going to do, since I already went ahead and bought it on the way home, just to freshen it up. I don't know how long it's been since it's been changed, and there's really no backstory on the bike, so it's always good to put a new spark plug in it. I like this boot. It's pretty cool. It's got a little electrical tape on it. I'm not sure why. Oh, it has a crack in it. So we'll put some fresh electrical tape on it. On the end of the spark plug there, it looks somewhat normal on how it's supposed to be. If it's fully black on the head of the spark plug and on where it sparks at, it's definitely a foul plug, but that looks pretty normal there. Some new tape going around the boot. Try to make it look a little bit nicer than before. The air filter, oof. This has some Allen keys that mount onto the back side of the carb, and then it should just slide off. Carb slides out, and then just be able to unscrew the top here. needle should just slide down. Careful, there will be a spring. You don't want to lose anything up underneath here. Just like that, the carb is off. We're going to get this off because that's to the old air filter, and since it's ripped off, the thing is trash. It's just coming out of the air filter there, or where the air filter was, just chunks of it. Wow. Imagine what that bowl looks like under there. Good with just brush and some carb cleaner. Got all that dirt that's caked up on there off. Now we gotta see what this bowl looks like. I'm assuming it's gonna be pretty dirty in here with how the air filter looked. Good thing those wasn't taut. They're usually a pretty pain to get off. Your gas in it. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. The jets look pretty dirty. All the jets and everything's clean. The needle and float seems good. There's no gas in the float, and everything is cleaned out. The idle screw on here was like 3.5 turns out, and the factory setting for these things is like a turn and a half. So we got that set to where it's supposed to be on factory. Just going to check the petcock and see if all the functions work. It's got on, off, and reserve. So it's on off right now, which is working. On works. Reserve works. So that's good. A lot of times the petcocks will go bad and they'll either stay on or they won't cut on and all. All looks good to go. Alright. Let's start her up and see if she idles. Set at factory setting, so she should technically start up and idle perfect. Got the Big Bear. We broke the Big Bear out. The Big Bear 400 usually goes like 50, 55. It's got some bigger tires on it, so it's gonna be a little bit slower. But we're gonna race this against the Big Bear. Go down the end of the road. This thing's 3-speed, and that thing I believe is a 5-speed, 4 or 5-speed. And this thing does have acceleration gearing. So the gearing is meant for acceleration. It's got a 37T in the rear and a 13 in the front. So made to do wheelies. gear on a 50. Oh yeah. What do you mean? That little kid just saw me loop the bike.
When I go fast, it goes everywhere.
Oh yeah, I know. Be careful. And my gearing's made for acceleration, so I'll probably get you on acceleration, and then you're gonna pull past me on the top end. Well, let me get the bike started. Dang, you're trying to cheat already.
Well, mine goes like this.
All right, let's get rolling. Ready, set, go.
Car.
Hey, yeah, so if you saw at the end of the video there, here, will you check my butt for me? Here.
Oh, God, yeah.
Is it bad?
Yeah. Bro, it looks like you have a third eye right there.
It's bad? Is it bleeding?
A little bit. You need to peroxide on it.
Peroxide on her? Hey, I got you off the line, though.
But it don't matter. I started in 5th gear, first of all. And second, my thing's going like the death wobble on this thing. Ha!
Loser! So a little rundown on the bike. It's got BBR bars, BBR throttle cable, got the Power Core FMF exhaust on it, the full exhaust. It's got a new aftermarket cool and a plug wire. It's got an aftermarket CDI box, pretty much the whole 9 yards. And I'm pretty sure that this thing is bored over. With the amount of power this thing's got, there's no way this thing is a stock 50cc dirt bike. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely more to come on this thing. We may do a little tear down and build series on this thing. Take the engine off, get it to bare frame, may paint the frame, repaint the wheels, clean up the plastics, may put a new graphics kit on it. I like the bars and the bar cover, which looks pretty good on it. The colors on it now look pretty good, so probably going to keep it close to how it looks. But I'll definitely think about getting a graphic kit for it. A graphic kit, maybe to match maybe like an American flag graphic kit or something. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.